Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In previous class, we discussed velocity uniform, velocity variable, and average velocity. Today is acceleration. What is the acceleration of an object? The rate of change of velocity of an object with time. That means how much the velocity of an object changes with time is called the acceleration. And this acceleration is denoted by A, small a. Here, that will write, I will write here change in velocity divided by time taken for this change in velocity. That means how much the velocity of an object changes with time is known as the acceleration. Let u and v be the velocity of an object at instances t and t dash respectively. Let us suppose u is the velocity of an object at time t and v is the velocity of an object at time t dash. Then change in velocity. How much the velocity of an object change? U from u to v, that means final velocity minus initial velocity. Time taken for this change in velocity. That means the velocity which changes from v to u to v, or we can say v minus u. How much time it has taken? That is t dash minus t, final time minus initial time. Therefore, A is equal to change in velocity, that is v minus u divided by time taken t dash minus t. This is the acceleration. Now, just if t is equal to 0 and t dash is equal to t, then equation first becomes. Now, dear student, look here. If this t is equal to 0 and t dash is equal to t, then equation first becomes A is equal to v minus u divided by t dash is equal to t minus t is equal to 0, that is v minus u divided by t, or at is equal to v minus u, or we will write v is equal to u plus at. This is the how we calculate the acceleration. Now, units of acceleration. Units. Dear students, as we know, acceleration is change in velocity, that means units of velocity. A is equal to units of velocity divided by units of time. Velocity is measured in meter per second divided by second equal to meter per second square is the unit of acceleration. That means acceleration of an object or body is measured in meter per second square. Now, dear students, this acceleration or accelerated motion of a body is of two types. It is of two types: uniformly accelerated motion and non-uniformly accelerated motion. Now, before that, we can say what is a positive acceleration and what is negative acceleration. If the final velocity is denoted by v, if the final velocity v of an object is greater than its initial velocity u, positive x-axis. Then, now dear students, what is positive x-axis? If there are two velocities, final velocity and initial velocity. Final velocity of an object is denoted by v and initial velocity is denoted by u. Now, if the final velocity v of an object is greater than its initial velocity u, then acceleration is equal to v minus u divided by t dash minus t is positive. Is positive when the final velocity is greater than the initial velocity. At that time, we can say the acceleration is positive. And negative acceleration if the final velocity v of an object is less than its initial velocity u along positive x-axis. Then, now when the final velocity of an object v is less than the initial velocity u, then a is equal to v minus u divided by t dash minus t is negative. It is negative. That means the acceleration of a body is set to positive when its final velocity is greater than its initial velocity, and acceleration of an object is said to be negative when its final velocity is less than its initial velocity. Now, after that, we can say this accelerated motion of an object is of two types, that is uniformly accelerated motion and non-uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion. What is uniformly accelerated motion? Now, dear student, if the change in the velocity of an object is constant, we can say the body is having constant acceleration, and the motion of the such body is said to be uniformly accelerated motion. Why? Because the velocity of an object in each time is, the change in the velocity of an object in each time is constant. If the change in velocity of an object in each time is constant, then the acceleration of an object is constant. Then the acceleration of an object is constant. The motion of an object whose acceleration is constant is called uniformly accelerated motion. What is uniformly accelerated motion? If the change in the velocity of an object in each time is constant, that means in every time or each instant the change in the velocity is constant, we can say the acceleration of an object is constant. And when the acceleration of an object is constant, we can say the motion of such an object whose acceleration is constant. That means the acceleration is not changing with time, it remains constant. We can say the body is said to have the uniformly accelerated motion. Then there is non-uniformly accelerated motion. When the change in the velocity of an object in each time is not constant, that means it is variable. The motion of an object whose acceleration is not constant and whose acceleration is variable is said to have non-uniformly accelerated motion. Thank you.